Hey, what's up guys? This is Manapots and welcome back to yet again another Galactic Mentors video. Hope you guys enjoyed the last video where we went over the cartel market and all that great stuff. Today we're going to be going over a video that has been asked in my streams, is key bindings. How to keybind, where do you keybind, and basically what is key binding. So let's cue that intro and let's get into this.
The truth.
So key binding can be found in any common MMORPG, and what key binding does is it basically sets one of your skills right here with a keybind that you could use on your keyboard or your mouse. So let's take, for example, the letter C. You could keybind it to a slot here and have it as C. You could press C and bam, it'll activate the skill. Instead of you having to move your mouse cursor to it and click on these individual skills, you'll learn where they're at on the skill bar and you'll press them on the mouse, and it's actually really quick. How dare you stand in front of me in my video? Get out of here. So basically that's what key binding is, and I'm going to show you how to keybind and what are some key bindings that I use that have helped me out a lot during my MMORPG career. So we're gonna go ahead and go to our preferences, because that's where you find it. You're going to go over to your key bindings, which is right here on the bottom tab. It's the second one. You're gonna see targeting, you're gonna see quick bar, movement, miscellaneous, interface, chat, camera. All of these can have stuff tied to it. So let's go to interface. You could toggle. There's a lot of things for interface that you can toggle also. That's not the ones that I really worry about. The ones that I really worry about is the quick bars, because quick bars is basically where you have your skills at, and that's what we're going to be focusing on for this video. So going over to the quick bar, as you see, my main quick bar, which is this one right here, I have all the way up to number 5 because I feel like my fingers can reach all the way to 5 only. So I sometimes it's a stretch to get to 6 and 7 in my opinion for myself. So I also have a mouse. I'm using a Logitech mouse that has a mouse button, like mouse buttons. I have mouse button 5, 4. So what I did is for the 6 and 7 button, the slot 6 and 7, I use my mouse buttons. So now when I'm trying to use these skills, I'm using my mouse to use it. And you could also add you could add shift or alt to them also. So you're gonna hold down shift and use the same mouse button 5, mouse button 4. It's just a different variation because you have to add shift to it, and that way you have different combos when you're doing your key bindings, and you can be more efficient in your key binding. I also use like V, Z, and C, which are really quick for me too, because I can hit it with my thumb. So I can hit V, C, X, and Z with my thumb. It's really easy. So in my opinion, I think you guys should try out your own key bindings and see where your fingers can reach in the keyboard. And it's all muscle memory. Once your mind remembers what button does what and where it's at, it's going to be instantaneously, guys. Trust me, it is worth it to get used to this, because I used to be a clicker as well until my friends like, you got to try key binding. It'll improve your gameplay, and it's drastically improved my gameplay. So also, if we keep on going down, you're going to see my quick slot bar too. Remember how I told you that I use different variations? I use shift and alt. So here you can see alt mouse button 5, alt mouse button 4, and mouse button 3 is basically your scroll wheel. Yes, you could use your scroll wheel in this game. So you could use that. You can make a shift and alt. So you see how different, they're the same button, but there's just different variations. The shift and there's an alt in there. You can use F. I normally use F for my taunting and stuff. Then you can use the letters that are right by your hands. So your hands are always on WASD. So I normally use keys that are close to WASD. So 1 to 5, Q, E, Z, X, C, V. They're all close to each other, and I could always hit them. It's really simple. Then you have the simple shift 1, shift 2, shift 3, shift 4. And there goes all these other ones also. There's also another one I want to talk about, which is really cool that you guys can actually use this, and it involves the mouse wheel yet again. So let me go find this one real quick. Just gotta find out where I had it in my buttons. I know it's somewhere around here. Right, so I do also have shift F and shift V for this little bar right here. I actually gotta go to my key bindings right here and import that. So now it's different. Okay, that's why. I'm gonna talk to you guys about that too. It's really simple. So we're gonna go back down here again. So shift down arrow. Well, I don't know why I said shift down arrow. That's not what I want. That's not the one I wanted. Sorry about that. But it does have to go with mouse wheel, which I told you guys about. I just need to find out where it's at. Okay, since I can't find it. Oh yeah, go. Here it goes. Okay. So I'm right here. I'm using control for this little bar right here. This is like where all my buffs are at and stuff that I can use in my character. I make it big there so I could actually see it and it's in my face and I know when the cooldown is done. So I use remember the different variation: control, mouse button 5, mouse button 4, then control, middle mouse button is my screw wheel, and then there's another variation you could use. I don't need no more, but shift mouse wheel up. So you're gonna hold the shift button and you're gonna scroll up, and that's gonna activate your skill. You can do shift mouse wheel down, you can do control mouse wheel up, control mouse wheel down, and it just adds more variation to your key bindings. The more key bindings you have, and if you could remember this, yes, it's gonna take a while to remember your key bindings, but once you remember it, once it's in your mind, like I said, muscle memory, you guys are going to get better at the game. It's gonna be more proficient for you guys. You guys are gonna do really great. Like, I know once I learned my key bindings, my DPS actually increased because I'm actually able to get everything out real quick instead of having to go like, oh my god, I gotta click this button, oh my god, I gotta click the other button over here, oh no, oh no, oh no, you know, and you get flustered. But once you remember where your key binding is, like, oh, I don't gotta click that, you could, you know, look at your surroundings more often, everything, instead of looking at the bar down here like, oh my god, I click this one here. You're looking more at your surroundings when you're raiding or when you're PvPing. So key bindings, in my opinion, is really essential, and you guys should definitely try it. You should get used to it. Yes, it might be hard at first, but once you get this down, and it's gonna be going over through all MMORPGs, because you could apply this to any other MMORPG, not just Star Wars: The Old Republic. So another thing I want to show you that was on my first video, and it was a tip. Let's say you got all your key bindings done on this character and you're all good. You log into a new character and your key bindings aren't there no more. Oh my god, I just spent like an hour or 20-30 minutes trying to do my key bindings right and it's not on this character. Fear not. Go to key binding, import and export. Type the name, go to the character you have your key bindings on first. Type whatever you want here. Save it. It's gonna pop up here as Rared War, because that's the character I made all my key bindings on. You go on your new character, you go to this area for key binding, import and exports, and you press this button here, and all your key bindings will be just the way they were, just the way you had them, ready to go ahead and conquer the galaxy in Star Wars: The Old Republic or any other MMOs that you want to use. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I made this because I want to help you guys get better at gaming, get better at MMORPGs. And one way to get better at MMORPGs, I know I said this so much, is key binding. Learning your key bindings. It's important, guys. So thanks for watching this video. If this video has helped you in any type of way, please share it with your other friends, like the video, and sub to the channel. This has been MadPots, and I'll be back later with more Galactic Mentors. Take it easy, guys.